Alright guys, sit down, we got a lot to learn today. So this is going to be pretty fun for you guys. Hey guys, I'm Professor Embers, and today is going to be interesting because I'm really excited about this one. You guys are going to have a good lecture today, and well, let's just say it's going to be a good day for both of us. Let's get started. So to start off, we're going to go with limestone pie. Limestone pie is, well, mean most of the time. We're mad. She's really not a likable character in some ways. There are a lot of fan pics out there with her being cute or loving to be pet. Or if you're lucky, you might find some with her being adorable. She is kind of the big sister of Marble and Pinkie Pie. And I believe Maud Pie. Maud Pie is later in the countdown, but what Pinkie doesn't realize is that she is, I think, the smallest or youngest of the four sisters. And she used to live on Rock Farm. Well, she still does. Limestone Pie does. She isn't really much of a cheerful pony like Maud. But what does strike me is that her key mark is obviously a limestone, well, lime, and a stone, and two stones. Now, you might be asking, what's that mean? What kind of symbolic meaning is, whatever, what kind is that? Well, I would say, I'm not sure. I guess it could be symbolic, because symbolic meaning as a lime with two stones there. But it couldn't be literal, but it could be representative because of it represents something. Limestone. What is limestone? Well, it's a carbonate cemetery rock. It's often composed as a skeletal fragments of marine organisms, like coral or mollusks. Its major things, minerals, crystal forms, calcium carbonate, a lot of stuff like that. I would be surprised if that's not her personality. Being sour, that can also be symbolic, like being sour. Lime is sour. Stones are hard, right? Limestone, she's sour and hard at the same time. Harsh in language is what I'm trying to say. But with most of this stuff, like in her speech and in her character, it's more of a sour and harsh kind of rock hard personality, I would say. Now, it's not because of her tone of voice, it's just because of her voice, which I'll get to in a second. She's not really much of a character that relies on childish measures or some kind of cheery personality like Pinkie has. And let me explain with her voice.
Gaze into the eyes of limestone pie. Ma and Pa may own this rock farm, but I keep it running.
So you can probably guess why she's not really one that you would want to see or cross. It's kind of a lose-lose if you do. Just keep that in mind. Time for Marble Pie to take the stage. Isn't that right? She's shy. Marble Pie, how do I explain this one? She is. Okay, first of all, her cue mark is 3 stones that look like marbles. That's kind of why she's called Marble Pie. There's nothing really much to say about her. She's quiet, and she is kind of quiet, honestly. She has nothing really special about her except for the way she says, mm-hmm. It's not really much of her personality per se, but it's more of a shy cipher, just like Fluttershy is. In other words, if you were to put Marble Pie and Fluttershy face to face, they wouldn't really talk that much. All that would happen is Marble Pie going, mm-hmm, and Fluttershy being like, hi. But I wouldn't say that that she's completely quiet all the time. Although, we do get to see that she is in love with Big Mac and the best gift ever. It's not really much of a thing to say in front of people, but it's just to say she's not really talkative at all. However, some ponies have seen her social side. Very few, though. But next is something I'll enjoy really explaining. Let's get on to it. Next up is Mod Pie, and I think I don't need to say anything after this clip right here.
What do you call an alicorn with no wings and no horn? Earth pony. But seriously, being an earth pony isn't so bad. We've got magic powers too, like walking around and picking stuff up with our teeth. That's sarcasm, by the way. My favorite thing to listen to is clastic rock. The accumulation of sediments over millennia forming to create sandstone, shale, and breccia.
And that's Maud. I wouldn't say anything else about her because this is just the way she is. But in all honesty, her cue mark is, well, a rock. And you wouldn't know that if you saw her with the only piece of clothing she usually has on, which is kind of like a cloak. Above all, she's not really emotionful. As you heard in that clip, she's not really the kind of pony that would talk. Honestly, it's more of a different kind of, you know, it's a little different than other ponies. Um, rather than marble or limestone, hers is just monotone voice. Um, it's nothing really new, but this is something I want to get off my chest. Next 3 ponies are gonna be the best, or maybe 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 the one after this. This is gonna be fun for me. Just wait till you see this pony, and I'll tell you, she is evil. Cozy Glow, the face of pure evil.
The problem with you magic types? You're so reliant on all your special power, you forget to use your brain!
Even though that wasn't the best audio clip I could find, it's still pretty relevant to the way she is. Koshiglo has a rook chess piece as a cue mark. I don't know what to draw out of that, honestly. I could say she is a rook in, well, tough in some situations. It wouldn't be surprising for me to say that she is a rook in friendship, but she is obviously evil. I wouldn't say that she's a bit power consuming, but she is. She isn't really one of the villains you would actually count on to take over the whole world, I would have to say, but she is kind of cute at first glance, but if you get to know her, you will see she is evil. But honestly, I think that's a bit intimidating by her. Not because she is just cute and adorable on the surface, but because she can look very uh, different in some ways. A lot of ways, actually. Um, as we see in Season 7, she obviously sends Twilight to Tartarus, thinking that T-Rex is behind everything that's happening in Equestria, sending the magic from ponies, as he has done in the past. But how could he do that if T-Rex was in Tartarus the whole time? Could that happen? Very unlikely. But there is something that I also want to say about this. Kojiglo really wasn't a good pony to begin with. She might have tricked the other ponies into thinking that she was good, but now we have our suspicions. But she's turned to stone now, so it's not really that big of a deal anymore. But her key mark would be... Well, okay. First of all, Marble Pies is basically literal. Cozy Glows is, I would say, symbolic because of the way it's a rook and she's kind of tough in some ways. I would have to say it's not much of a component as it would be with maybe Skulu or Sweetabelle or them, which we'll get to in a second. But I do want to say that Cozy Glow is very, very strong in some situations and can influence a lot of other ponies to fall for her tricks, even though she has not done that so far in Season 8. But hopefully we will see that later. Actually, no, what am I saying? Season 8 already ended. But Season 9 is what I'm really convinced about. She has done that quite a bit. I think in the first or second part of the last thing. But I'm not going to spoil the ending for you if you want to go watch it. But here's what I really think about it. Kojiglo is just pure evil. I would even say more evil than Chrysalis. But honestly, Chrissy is a bit different, I would have to say, even though she does have a bit of a ego. But on to the next ponies, and let me tell you, there's gonna be a lot of complications with me and them explaining them before this video is over. But I have notes, so let's get on to them. Applejack's little sister, Apple Bloom. How can I put this one? I guess I can sum it up in one clip. Just give me a second. Never mind, I really couldn't find anything. Anyways, Apple Bloom is... well... I wouldn't know how to say it. Her Q mark is a shield with an apple in it. Don't know how to say this. I guess you could say that she is kind of a pony that is really doesn't really want her big sister watching over her every 5 minutes. That's kind of annoying, talking from experience. The reason Apple Bloom is uh, more of a pony than any others is because she wants to be independent on her own, and she doesn't really want anyone doing that for her because of the way she is. Aside from being a country pony like Applejack is, the same thing as she is actually. She doesn't really want anyone watching over her, as it is depicted in a lot of seasons actually. She doesn't really like anyone checking up on her at all, and even if they did, Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo would actually stand up for her and try to get her out as soon as possible. I would do the same thing if it was one of my friends, but honestly, I don't think anyone can actually escape Applejack unless they actually tried. It's not that she is like a virtual ninja, it's just that she's kind of different towards others. She's not really much of a wanting to help pony, but she is a bit more than you would what meets the eye. But I think Scootaloo and Sweetie Belle are gonna be a whole lot more fun to explain. Let's get this on the road. Rarity's little sister, Sweetie Belle. How do I explain this one? Well, there is a couple things I want to say about this. Her cue mark is a shield with a star with a music note in it. That's a lot. Okay, I would have to say that she is more of a singer pony, which is true. I wouldn't say she's a little different than you would think, but there are a lot of fan pics that depicts her as such. Um, like with Silver Spoon, in love with her, her as a human, as we see in Christian Girls. Um, what else? I mean, there's a lot of other things. There's also G4, which is terrible. One with her being adorable. One with her being all frazzled while looking adorable. A lot with her sad. A lot with her as an alicorn, honestly. Um, a lot with her being a human while being freaking adorable. One of her as Spike. A lot of different ones. Also Wonderbolt. Some of these fan arts are just not the same as you would expect, but it's still pretty cool. Her key mark would be literal. Here's why. Like I said, her key mark is a shield with a star with a music note. Okay, well, what do we know about well, never mind. Protector. A star would be considered a rock star, and the music note I think would go along with that. She likes singing and likes music overall. I wouldn't say that she is much of a actual singer. Well, I don't want to say that because there are fan arts of that, but there are a lot of different depictions of the way she might be. I'm not gonna say anything else about that. I'm just gonna say that she is much of a singer and dancer if you think about it for a while. One of my most favorite background full ponies, Scootaloo. Hers is a shield with a scooter in it. Well, a wing in it. Um, let's see. I would say she can't. Okay, she can't really fly, but she does use her wings quite a bit. It's not like I would say that she is a excellent flyer like Rainbow Dash is, but there are some fan arts with her style of Rainbow Dash. Um, let's see. She is kind of the pony that you would want to see on a podium, honestly, talking about rights and the way ponies are. I wouldn't say she's just like Rainbow Dash, but she kind of is. And if I were to guess her personality at first glance, her my impression would be a sister of Rainbow Dash. I don't think she has a real family except for her two aunts, but she does have quite a bit of an impression on Rainbow Dash. Um, I don't, I don't think I can actually say anything about this one. She is basically a spin image of Rainbow Dash in some ways because of being a Pegasi. Not in the coat color though, but her mane is purple and her coat is orange. Um, I wouldn't really say that she is much of a flyer, which she can't even fly, but there are some things that she is good at, like scooters. Okay, I'm not gonna say that, but most of what ponies think of her is just she's small and she is not ready to take on the world yet, which we have not seen any uh, false things about that, but we haven't seen any true things about it. But there is one episode in season 9 that is very, very true. And now we're on to another one of the princesses. And I've got something funny planned for you guys, so let's go with the next one. But, yeah, her cue mark would be literal because of the shield and the wings and all that. So, yeah. You could also say it's symbolic. But, anyways. Flare Heart, the face of pure evil. Sorry about that. Flurry Heart is one of the princesses. I don't think she is very useful, but she is very strong in magic and in flying. Considering she's an alicorn, she doesn't really have a cue mark yet. But if it were to be a cue mark, if she had a cue mark, I don't know what it would really be. I guess I'm thinking it could be a McFlurry from McDonald's. Not really, sorry. But she would be a bit of a big spurt of, a big surge of energy, magic, equestrian magic. It wouldn't be much of a story with her, but I would have to say she is a bit more in the magic side than the flying part. Even though she is still a baby, there's a lot of different things that I could say about her and the way she is. She's not really much of a, I don't know, a different kind of alicorn. She is a princess, yes, but we already have a princess of friendship, sun, moon, family, or love. And now what do we have? The princess of merchandise? Not really sure, but I believe it's merchandise because of this right here. But other than that, I don't think there's any other thing I can actually link this to. Considering how much we have of different things. Let me rephrase that. I don't think Flurry Heart is any more of a flyer than she is of a magic element. I would be able to say that she is not really fully grown and can't even speak yet. At this point, it's only like Family Guy. In Family Guy, Barney is trying to have a baby, and it's only been 4 seasons or 5 seasons since they have not had a baby yet. Now, in this one, I believe in season 5, they have it, and she's still a baby in season 9. Think about that. Well, wait. There's one in the best gift ever. And, yeah, okay. So, also in season 9, she still cannot speak. That's 4 seasons she has not been able to speak. Let her speak at least once. I don't care if it's a young child's voice. Just have some kind of voice. Anyways, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to get off my chest. But let's just have a little bit more fun. Buy our toys. Buy our toys. Buy our toys. Buy our toys. Alright, guys. And with that, well, let's just say class is dismissed. Remember, guys, next time we're going to learn about more ponies. And thank all of you at home for listening. Usually I would give you homework, but today is a free day. I'll see you guys later. Until then, this is Professor Embers signing off.